Hey everyone, I'm Patrick, and Grant's over here messing with
Hello.
the broadcast. But
Hello.
yes, we're here and we're going to be giving you live play-by-play and reaction to the Pigeons and, what's Dallas's nickname? The Cows?
I don't know, the BSers or something? That's usual Dallas stuff.
I think it's the same as, Rio Grande Valley. They're the
You
Cows.
might be asking, who's talking?
Alright.
I'm looking around. Hang on, I'm almost there.
Yep,
Alright.
we're going to have the game going here in just 1 second. Suppose we can pull up some MLS scores and standings. What? Really? How? I don't know. Yeah, we can. That's what we did last time.
I mean, that's what we did last time. Just delete the stream.
What? For real?
We don't have a choice. We can't watch it.
What do you mean?
It's not available for your package or region. I'm serious.
It was available on mine. Hold on. Now it's telling us that the game is not available in our region. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone. Why do you lie to us, ESPN Plus?
Seriously? It's like, come over here and let's put all of the soccer on ESPN Plus and then charge people to watch it. They're just begging for piracy.
Yeah, they are. Maybe it's on that other thing. Well, it would be on my computer.
It's the same account. I can't believe it.
Thank you, ESPN Plus.
Why is it not available for me package?
Let's see, live now.
Well, it didn't sell out at Yankee Stadium, so we're not going to broadcast it on TV. Goddamn Monopoly guy runs ESPN, apparently.
Okay, yeah, the Monopoly guy is now in charge of ESPN Plus.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Okay, there it is on mine. I'm hitting play. Do you have some sort of VPN on or something?
No.
Telling you you're in a different region, saying you're coming from Jamaica or something.
No. Is it on live on yours?
It says I need the app to play it.
Okay, well that's where I'm trying to play it. Wait a minute here. Let's see if
Man, screw you, ESPN.
Yeah, this is bullshit. Food on tardy.
Yeah, you're gonna say that this is on here, and then when we go to watch it,
yes,
I am.
It says serving sports fans anything, anytime. I'm gonna have to call baloney on this. Shenanigans. You're pulling me legs.
Log in. I don't know why it's making me log in again.
Hey, you think we should like falsely cover this game?
Or just make up scores.
Just, yeah. Let's see. What?
No, Kitty, get off there. Oh, you damn cat. Kitty? Oh, you fucking cat.
What happened?
Oh, there it is. Never mind.
Okay.
I thought he just turned it off. It's telling me to download the ESPN app.
Alright.
Yeah, the Monopoly. Oh no, Disney is in charge of ESPN. So yeah.
Yeah, the evil empire.
So you're going to need subscriptions within subscriptions within subscriptions. You guys suck.
Microtransaction hell.
Yeah, they're just doing microtransactions. You have that feature, but you need the sub feature and. All right, it's installing the app.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing.
Wouldn't be surprised.
ESPN Plus sucks.
Yeah. And then it says it's on ESPN Plus, but then it has a key logo next to it. So it's on ESPN Plus. Let's see. Brother BKL. Hey guys, I see you're doing the MLS game for Dallas and New York City. So how's it going, fellas? Also, I subscribe for you fellas. Well, we appreciate that very much. It's going okay. The game is on ESPN Plus. We have ESPN Plus, but now it's telling us, oh well, it may not be available, even though you have ESPN Plus. Allow access. How are you doing? How is everyone out there? I'm annoyed at ESPN. And they don't show enough hockey. This is the third time I've had to log into something. You have any luck over there?
I'm trying. For some reason, it's taking me to the NFL Insider, even though I did not.
Let's see. MLS. You're going to rue this day, ESPN.
Yeah. One of these days, ESPN.
One of these days, ESPN.
One of these days.
So how do we watch it? And Brother BKL, of course, says ESPN Plus, which, again, we have, but it's actually telling us that it's not available and I have to download some app. Hold on. Let me look at something. It's possible to do it on this, but I'm going to have to mute it if we do, because this is a bunch of crap. We're dealing with cell phones over here. Live now.
We cast it to the TV. That's the future.
FC Dallas, New York City. Here we go. Play it. Let's see if we can stream the game and our live stream at the same time without overwhelming the CPU. Because so far it looks like it's letting me do it on here. Maybe. Okay, well, it's trying to do something.
Come on, don't do this to me. Hey. What?
Loading. The little wheel spinning. Yeah, here we go. Here it is. Alright, it appears that the game is about to start. Okay, we got it. It is on ESPN Plus. The game has started, but apparently it's not convenient to watch it on your cell phone. We are now officially... We're in the first half.
Yeah, it says for some reason it's not available in my package or region.
Okay, well, it's
I'm
up right
just
here.
Charge my phone then.
We are 18 seconds in. Dallas and New York City FC. The Pigeons. Let's go ahead and talk about some standings real quick. I believe they're both doing pretty good.
Yeah, New York City right now is second in the...
Right now, New York City FC is third place. They have 9 wins, 5 draws, 4 losses. Taking on FC Dallas, which is 5th placed in the West. 7, 7, and 5 for Dallas. With 28 points. New York City has 32 points. So this should be a game against 2 pretty good teams.
You got it okay over there?
Yeah, it's going well enough. The stream doesn't seem to be having any problems. It's healthy. There's a green light. Messing with the resolution and not recording, it seems to be doing well. All right. Okay. We got New York City FC and the Baby Blues and FC Dallas. Ooh, we going to have something for that? I don't think so. Gets tripped up a little bit. The Pigeons are in possession. Going to boot it forward. Ooh, good defense by Dallas. New York City right back in there, though.
Hello, everybody.
Let's see. Jack on a Mac says, hello. What's up, Jack on a Mac?
Hello, everybody.
AT says, shaking my head. He has 3 heads, perhaps. Yeah, ESPN Plus is infuriating. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Let's check out what's going on with the game. All right, FC
Oh,
Dallas.
no, they're playing down in Salad Town. Big D.
Oh, are they in Dallas? I thought they were going to be
Yes.
at Yankee
I
Stadium.
thought they were supposed to be at Yankee Stadium too, but apparently it appears that they are down there in Big Salad Town.
Yep.
Big Salad Town,
We
they
got
call
some
it.
shoving a little bit. It's already looking to be a little chippy here and there. There's good old O'Brien, number 8 of FC Dallas. Pigeons with possession in their own defensive zone.
What do you, it's 2 minutes in. What do you think the final score will be for this game?
That's a good question. 3-2.
3-2 in favor of?
Not sure yet.
Not sure yet. You don't want to make any choice whatsoever.
No, I'll just go. Well, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of New York City or Texas region, you know. I moved to Oklahoma here, and I've developed that healthy distaste for Texas.
Right.
But I didn't like New York City before. I'll go with the Pigeons just because I like the baby blue. We're gonna do that.
Thank you. And of course, I am a fan of New York City FC as far as my favorite MLS team, and so I think I will also root for them, and I think it's going to be a 3-1 team.
Jaden says yo. John Guzman says yo. The Scott Hall. Hey yo. That's what you say when you show up 10 minutes late for work. You just walk in like, hey yo. And just, whatever.
Cool. Well, hey, what's up, everybody? All right, it's about a little over 3 minutes in right now.
FC
And
Dallas.
these guys are just kicking the ball around the field, it appears.
Yep. Well, so far both of them, it just started, but both teams are playing with a little bit of aggression. FC Dallas's home record is 5-2-2. New York City is 2-3-2. So Dallas with a pretty good home record.
That doesn't bode well for my beloved city out there. But they've pulled stuff out of their ass before, and we'll see if they can do it tonight. Come on, NYCFC.
New York City's defense, they're trying to get it. See, this is what I mean by it's pretty aggressive. The defense has the ball, and the offense, they're pursuing them. They're going after them. Not even letting them kind of think about it, work it out, boot it out. So he's going after the keeper. They want it. Oh, Forscombe. Ooh,
knocked it
a lot
out
of
of
pressure.
the City knocking it out of the corner, and I think they're going to go ahead and give I believe it's Dallas the corner. Well, no, hold on. Yeah, they're going to give Dallas the corner. Sean Johnson, get ready.
Who's taking this? Ferreira
For FC Dallas, number 10.
There's Sean Johnson directing people. Let's see what they can do.
Ferreira, number 10, and he
Not
boots it
bad.
into the
Good
box
header.
and way over and onto the top of the net.
Field goal, 3 points.
Sean Johnson now probably going to take a goal kick.
Did you
Here we have a picture of Nico Estevez, one of the lesser Estevez brothers, as the FC Dallas coach.
Ooh, FC gets the ball in a dangerous position. Handling it well. Oh.
What do you think?
Ooh.
Do you think?
And the Pigeons are just barely going to get it back. He needs to get it out of there. He's in the box now. He needs to clear that.
You think Dallas drank a bunch of Shiner Bock
Probably.
before they went out there onto the field?
They
that
probably
might be a
did.
good idea.
They drank that cheap Lone Star. They're going to be all hungover.
Steel Reserve.
Yeah.
They drink Steel Reserve. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. They're going to stick around with all the Fort Worth beers. Sport Club Hesse. All right.
Oh, cool.
Who are you guys? Who are you gambling on tonight? We got more gamblers here. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Where's all the people gambling? You guys are always putting up odds.
Yeah,
oh, there we go. Who's
okay.
up, though? 2.5 for who?
Yeah, 2.5 for who is it? Awesome, man. Welcome.
Brazil. Hey, what's up, guys? And there's Jack on a Mac. He has
is it
returned.
Bem-vindo?
What's up, man? All right. See, they need to get just a bunch of little pigeons.
A little over 6 minutes in. Looks like New York City and Dallas are just kind of trading barbs right now. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot. Everybody seems to be reserving their strength.
I'm going to have a New York City FC throw in. What do you think about the uniforms?
Oh, this evening?
Yeah.
What about
Both. Everything.
them? Oh, well, New York City's wearing their classic city blues, their sky blues, that typical of all the city group teams. And
Yep.
FC Dallas is over there pretending they're still at the Burn.
The only thing with New York City is every time I see a team that uses the baby blue and white, I just always think North Carolina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're probably, the most famous baby blue and white team.
Yeah, well,
Maybe.
around here, perhaps. That would be,
Ooh, and it's going to be out. It's going to be Dallas throwing, I believe.
I don't know. What is this, BS? All right, yes, you're right. This is BS.
No, you're not allowed to gamble, I guess.
Oh, well.
No, that's all right, though.
Somebody said BS. That's
Yeah. Oh, we have a yellow. There is a yellow card.
Well, what's going on now?
Yeah, we didn't see what happened. Let's see that.
A little over 7 minutes. Yeah, we were busy looking at comments. We shouldn't have been doing that.
Oh, that was.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yep.
That was almost a red, dude.
Yep.
You don't want to be playing with 10 men that early.
Nope, that's definitely a yellow, and that's going to be on New York. Specifically,
who was
let's see
that?
who that was. It was on Maxime Chanot.
Chanot. Maxime
Maxime?
Chanot. The Frenchman went in there for a heavy tackle and, just straight up plowed into the guy. American gridiron football style.
Yeah.
He almost forgot what sport he was playing.
Okay, so we have
All
the
right,
kick here.
So we got a free kick for Dallas here. Sean Johnson's getting ready over there in the box. Dallas with a little bit of trickeration and way past the goal.
Way off the mark.
And it'll be a goal kick for New York City now.
For some reason, New York's badge from a distance kind of looks like Memphis.
Oh, you mean the Memphis
FC?
901?
Yeah, 901. Like from a distance.
Where do you get that from?
Well, look, from a distance. You don't have to go back that far.
Okay,
just
I'm
from
sorry,
right
I
here.
have sunglasses on. Just a moment.
From a distance, it kind of looks
Yeah, okay, I see a little bit like the circle and the spinning record that's on there. The front that makes the 0 and the 901, But I see what you mean.
And more pressure by Dallas. New York City just needs to clear it.
I think they were trying to make it look like a manhole cover.
Yes.
It's true. It's see. You got to remember something about this team.
they're
It's
not
like
the first
it is
team to
not.
do that
It is
either.
unabashedly New York City.
Yes.
I'm kind of surprised that they call themselves the Pigeons and not the Sewer Rats.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Now, what was
Chesterfield.
I think there was an arena football team called the Sewer Rats in like Albany or the Rats or something. I forget.
Oh, nice.
New York City finally getting it to the other half of the field.
There's rats the size of footballs in those pipes. That tells you. Like one's as big as him.
As big as that kitty.
Oh, yeah.
About 10 minutes in, New York City still retaining possession, trying to find that hole. Where are they going to work it in? Right now we have some back and forth. Possibly a little bit of daylight retaining, and I think play has stopped.
Play has stopped. There's been some sort of whistle. The referee is now pointing at an FC Dallas player. It appears that all of the New York City players seem pretty content, and all the Dallas players seem kind of slightly miffed.
Yeah, a little bit.
At least there's not as much general milling around as there was in the last live stream we saw,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, San Jose and Toronto. That ended up being a good game in the end, but a little low energy at times on that one.
Okay, a little over 10 minutes in. Still no score between Dallas and New York City.
The Burbs.
The Burbs. That's right. Bird up.
Bird up, yo. Dallas's keeper. Oh, okay, we're going to have a free kick here.
All right, here we go. New York City free kick.
See what he's going to do with it. He's telling the crowd to put their hands in the air.
And wave them around like they just don't care. That's way over the goal.
I like that giant FC Dallas sign in the back that lights up.
Yeah,
That's
it
nice.
lights up like that.
Yeah.
I would want something like that for the Energy's new stadium, and that way, but it would be on the backside. That way, everybody on the interstate could see it.
Yeah.
And it would be a solar panel that would power a battery that would charge the stadium.
All right, Dallas's keeper gets us started.
Truly green energy.
Oh, he's got a chance here. It's not offsides. That was a good kick
No.
downfield, good connection. We have a
Wait,
2-on-3.
Dallas has a pretty good.
Ooh.
No, we got about 5 defenders down there, 6,
Yep.
7 now. All right, we're
Good collapse.
well defended now.
Oh, very well defended. New York City with possession, keeping it in bounds, and this is New York City, so every now and then you'll hear them pause and cuss randomly at someone passing by.
Yeah, the F word isn't just a word, it's a comma.
Yeah. Figure out what to do with the ball. Back to the keeper. The kitty, he said he wants to see the game. You guys got to get that out of your box.
This is how they trap these dudes. You got to remember that. All right, well,
And we have another whistle.
A little bit of wrestling around now. A little over 12 minutes, still no score between Dallas and New York City.
Let's see, at least I know everything for New York City FC. Besides, I'm a fan of City's Club.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah, no.
It's always good to see another fellow City
Go
fan.
Energy. They'll be in this game.
They're not even in the same league right now.
They'll be in this game later tonight.
They'll come out here as a third contestant.
Yeah.
In some inexplicably played match where there's 3 goals out there and like 5 balls and two teams.
So what is
two
New
teams
York,
into no teams league.
in New York City FC trying to draw that Dallas, the strikers to come too
New York
forward?
City's very good about keeping it on the down there on the backfield so they can do shit
if he can
like
catch
this.
It up, big forward pass. If that didn't go out of bounds, if he was able to get that, that would have been a good opportunity right there. So they're trying to.
Castellanos playing this evening. I can't even see. We didn't even see the starting lineup. I wish we had it.
Yeah, we were trying to get the game going. Out again. This time it's going to be FC Dallas throw-in. So they're trying to just bait the offense to come forward and then boot it down there and try to find weakness in the defense.
That's kind of how they're able to do it. But it seems like to be their strategy for this game. I've seen a lot of times also where New York City is very, very quick out of the gate.
Yeah.
And as a result, they'll just, step on the gas pedal and never look back through a game. But then I've seen some other games where it's like they try to do that and it ends up blowing up in their face somehow. And I'm afraid this game might be like that. But so far, they've kind of just played, a little bit of tiki-taka throughout a lot of midfield right now in the 15th minute.
Based on the standings, this should turn out to be a good game. That'd be cool if someone streaked the field.
Well, that would be amazing.
Oh, now is that offsides? If that's not offsides, that might be... Ooh!
Sean Johnson is there.
Still threatening, though. Dallas, nope, whistle. Good forward pass. That time there was a man there, and he actually had a shot on goal. But Sean Johnson, he was there to block it. Sean Johnson is one of the best goalkeepers in MLS and was one of the biggest reasons why New York City FC was the champions last year of MLS, I would say. He didn't have a good angle on that shot.
No, I would say not, but Sean Johnson was there to really shut it down. And there's times where he kind of plays his position very much so, like kind of like a sweeper keeper sort of thing.
Yes, the Energy is currently in the USL Championship. We're on hiatus, but we should be back in 2023, and then we'll be able to go back to Taft Stadium and yell at the away keeper in the supporter section, which is always a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Something we do.
They better not fold. How do you get a new stadium approved?
There's
what
no
is it,
way
like a 10, 15,000 seater? Yeah.
Worst case scenario at this point is Bob Funk sells the team to some sort of weird-ass, bullshit and corporate thing.
Just don't rename the team, please.
I don't think that. That would not happen without the big, huge
backlash
throughout the fan base.
Yeah. New York City with a chance. Ooh, that's going to be a whistle right there. But is it going to be a yellow card? No, I think it's just going to be a free kick. He didn't pull out the mustard on that one. That was a little bit of a trip, though. It has been kind of an aggressive game, but at the same time, like you said, a lot of tic-tac-toe.
Tiki-taka.
Tiki-taka.
It's in the 17th minute. Still no score between Dallas and New York City. Go New York City. Come on, City.
back pass by New York City. Another back pass all the way to the keeper, who's kicks it out right back to Dallas. And we're going to have a City throw-in. I'm curious, what is the weather like there in Dallas right now? It's probably
very similar to how it is right now in the Oklahoma City area.
Hot and humid.
Yep. Well, extremely hot. Well, I would imagine right now, because the sun is going down, it's not as hot as it was earlier today. So thankfully these guys aren't having to play inside of the extreme heat. They're still probably going to have to take hydration breaks, of course.
Yep.
It being well over 90 degrees out there on the pitch.
We're going to have a Dallas throw-in.
Excuse me.
City is trying to wake up. Some good passing from the Bulls. Or, well, I guess they're not the Bulls. If you got the Bulls and then you got the baby Bulls. What is FC Dallas's?
They are a bull, a longhorn steer cow that has been castrated, and their balls were thrown into a magical fire. And that's their, and that's why it has that weird ass star in the center of the deal. Actually, that's like a red dot, you know, from some.
Yeah. Dallas with possession.
From some British-made 303.
Good passing. Oh.
Bolt action.
A little bit of tripping there. Again, no card on that.
I wonder if I
no
could
card.
put a laser sight on that, or would it just have to use iron sights? Well. Anyways.
FC Dallas still with the ball, still trying to work it in.
Probably just scope it. You know, I don't think I could do.
Possible opportunity. Good forward pass. That cross is blocked.
That's hilarious.
They should just let a bunch of Longhorns out onto the field.
I think that might kill some players.
Their corner flags are little Texas flags, of course. Sean Johnson. We're going to have a Dallas corner. Sean Johnson directing the traffic again. Ferreira's taking this corner
we're having
again.
Ferreira taking a corner right now in the 20th minute between Dallas and New York City. And well over the box, and it looks like it's going to roll outside of the line. It'll be a New York City throw-in.
I see fans there at this game, but the supporter section doesn't look like it's really...
It's not hopping?
No, it doesn't look like it's hopping. They're all just kind of... Well, it
Hey,
is
wait,
hot,
what,
though. It is hot.
We got to ask what their goal celebration is. What are they
For
doing?
Texas?
Yeah.
They just start shooting guns in the air.
Oh, well, okay. I don't think we ought to do that.
Probably not.
Nothing at all like that. Still think our Godzilla idea is the best thing to do. Seriously.
Ooh. Pigeons putting the pressure on. Back to the Dallas keeper.
There really has been a lot more threats by Dallas towards NYC's goal than there has been from New York City actually going down there and trying to threaten the Dallas goal.
What if they just started subbing in Yankee players?
Man, none of those baseball players would be able to run around like this at all.
No, only short bursts of speed.
If that at all. I don't know, man. Imagine like the Texas Rangers demanding to see the Texas Rangers play against the Yankees.
Yeah.
But they got to play soccer. It's like, all right, fellas, suit up, but you're don't worry about playing any.
Just go out there and have fun.
Don't out there with any of your mitts or any of that stuff on.
Sean Johnson with the ball.
You don't even have to wear your baseball caps, fellas.
All right, they're trying to bait him in again. He's going to kick it out. Now let's see if it works. No, it does not work.
Well,
Dallas possession, going back the other way now. Yeah, if I had to give an edge, just we're only 20-21 minutes in, but slight edge Dallas so far.
You think?
Not by much, though. This is still a close game, score aside.
NYCFC. Come on, let's see it. Still no score in the 22nd minute between Dallas and New York City.
FC Dallas, he was originally a steak company, like a cattle company.
Oh, like Stuart Anderson?
Yeah.
All right. See, I always liked the big giant idol, like the giant cow idol they had outside of each Stuart Anderson's cattle company. That, you would just go up there and worship and have people worshiping, and there would be like mass sacrifice and ritual slaughter.
They would have like candlelight vigils and everything.
Yeah, that was how Stuart Anderson's cattle company was. That's how they rolled,
Yeah. All right, now is New York City going to be able to do anything with this possession?
I really don't think that the only thing they're going to do is sit there and just keep trying to pass it out to really hot in Dallas. 101 degrees. Yikes. That doesn't sound like it's much fun to play in.
101 degrees, Brother BKL says. Sport entertainment guy. What does it say? Sportertainment guy. Really hot in Dallas. Yeah, and I think here in Oklahoma next week, isn't it supposed to be like way worse? Like 110 or something like that on like next Wednesday? Maybe 115?
This entire, the Southern Plains is pretty much just going to be cooking and broiling and whatever other adverb adjectives or whatever you wish to describe it as.
It's going to be hot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you better make sure your AC units are on the up and up. At least you have a place cool to go.
Yeah, look out, Texas Power Grid. All right, we're going to have...
I'm glad we're not part of that nonsense. It's like... I mean, it's not all that... It's pretty crappy up here, but... Dude.
Yeah, humidity sucks.
Down there.
Ooh, that was a good forward pass. Again, Dallas is going to have another chance here. And they wasted that. That was a squandered opportunity. New York City with the ball now. Back to the keeper.
It's like Sean Johnson
and he clears it.
Wearing the orange this evening as a counterpart to his teammates, being the goalkeeper. The typical orange of the Dutch freighters and royal houses.
You Dutch are scum.
Isn't it a Danish royal family he was?
This is the Danish royal family. Oh, yeah, you Dutch are scum. And he autographs his face. You guys should watch Metalocalypse. Ooh, New York City, the Pigeons. He has a lane, but it was closed pretty quick.
And of course, FC Dallas is sporting their red and blue, which is typical of the Dallas flag, or the flag of Dallas. There's also red and blue. Just have a giant star in it.
I think there's some white in there, too. Oh, fake. Oh, we have a Dallas player down.
Yeah, he's pretending.
Jara is down for Dallas.
Thiago, yeah.
I don't even think they made contact. Let's see it again.
That's hilarious. Again. No, it probably wasn't anything.
It probably
looks like it's going to be a Dallas free kick, though.
Yeah, there was going to no card on that.
Minas Gerais, Brazil. Hey, I know where that is. All right. 1.5 goals for Dallas.
Okay.
Literally more bets I see there. All right, everybody's over here betting. Excellent.
Yes, the casinos are open.
We have no stake in this whatsoever, but we're glad to give you guys information.
Yep. Go out there and win some money, everyone.
Yep. We hope you win money. Or if you're rooting for Dallas, well, perhaps you don't.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. City rules. Well, so far it's just I mean, and there's a lot of people. I see quite a few people in the stands.
We're in Dallas. I'm surprised I haven't seen like 50 Chick-fil-A advertisements yet.
Oh, not in Dallas so much as you would anymore. Dallas
is not so prolific there.
Yeah, not as so much in Dallas. Now, if we were in Fort Worth, on the other hand, that would be a different story.
Well, it's half
or
the
say
city
like
right there.
If we were in Lubbock, perhaps, or Amarillo, or Odessa.
Amarillo's just one big truck stop.
I don't know, man. It's one big truck stop along with that big steak place where you can go and eat that in 1 hour and it's free.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet the steak's fine there. I bet it's good.
Yeah. It's pretty good meat, I bet.
The main thing the kids do there on the weekends is they just kind of peel out in empty parking lots. That's about it. About to be 27 minutes in, still 0-0, New York City FC in Dallas. Dallas with possession. Going to try to work into the offensive zone.
It doesn't. I mean, not so much of in the last few minutes. Not too many offensive attacks. Oh,
Just a little back and forth.
Yeah. It looks like they're all just trying to survive the damn game.
Yeah. They're probably just out there going, "Oh, it's hot. When's the water break?"
It's getting hot out here. Give us all some water.
They should just have some soccer mom come out and just start giving them like orange slices and Capri Suns. Going, "Here you go, sweetie." And Kyle Highland's over there. You can do it.
You all must drink some water.
New York City finding some action now.
That sounds awesome,
Creeping.
actually.
What, water?
Yeah.
Creeping towards the box. Some fresh ice water. They're going to backpedal a little bit. Pass down the side, more backpedaling. Dallas good with the pressure so far on the defensive end. And there we go. Dallas ball.
What do you think is going on with all of the trout that comes up the Trinity River?
They're just coming up to say hi.
I think it's, well, no, it's not till later in the year that all of the salmon swim upstream to spawn.
Valesco arguing with the ref for some reason. Oh, whatever. Someone touched your back, and now he's screaming that he wants a whistle, and he wants all that. He wants he wants a yellow card, and a red card, and a green card, and a purple card.
Well, he's just going to have to go run down there to the arts and crafts store for all this stuff.
See, I would want a teal card, because that's a very nice shade of blue.
Certainly.
New York City FC.
Oh, hello. We actually have an offensive attack right now from New York City. They look...
That was an excellent
That's
cross.
It! New York City with a goal! What time was it? What was the time? That would have been in the 29th minute. New York City scoring a goal. That is excellent. I knew they were going to. That's right. Bird up.
Bird up.
Bird up.
Let's see that. Yeah, that was a good. It wasn't even a big pass. It wasn't even a long pass. It was just a little pass.
Excellent pass.
Little kick. Let's see it right here. He's running down the side of the box. There's a defender there.
Was it Tati? Yep. Yes, it was.
You had 2-on-2.
Oh wait, no, I don't think so. No, it wasn't Tati. Couldn't see who it was.
I couldn't quite see the name either.
Number.
But New York City FC is going to be up 1-0 over Dallas.
Yes.
What is your name? Turn a little bit so we can see your name. It's that dude with the short hair. There he is, spitting on the turf. That was a good little goal. New York City waking up on that.
Glad to see that. I am glad to see that championship right there. Huh.
I have no idea.
I'll just leave it. Don't even. Just leave it.
I don't know what's going on in the comment section.
It's a bot, dude.
Yes, it's a bot. Heber, thank you very much. Heber with that one on that. Heber?
Go Viber. We could hear this if you would turn it up.
Yeah, but they'd be hearing it too.
That's not a bad thing. Well, turn it up just a little bit.
On August 10th at Allianz Field in Minnesota. Two representatives from FC Dallas, as you would expect. Jesus Ferreira tied with Sebastian Driussi for second in the league in goals with 11. Paul Arriola is tied amongst a number of other players at ninth in the league in goals with 8. And by the way, tonight's FC Dallas opponent has 3 MLS All-Stars. Sean Jones, the goalkeeper. Valentin Castellanos, whether or not he'll still be in the league and able to participate in the game is of some question. And the defender, the center back, Alexander Collins, Peruvian international. He's been a fixture in the back for New York City FC for several seasons.
I'm wondering about that.
Great player, great defender. That was the backbone right there of the MLS championship run last year.
MLS All-Stars out on the field apparently.
During this hydration break, as we go into the 32nd minute of the game, it's time for a word from Toyota.
That's very important. You guys need to hydrate when it's hot out like this.
All right, so far the score is New York City 1, FC Dallas 0. New York City in the lead right now. They're taking a hydration break.
Toyota Highlander, the SUV you've been dreaming about. Toyota. Let's go places.
Turn it down a little so we can hear you guys as well. Okay, all right.
Paul Arriola and Jesus Ferreira, first-time All-Stars, as we were talking about a moment ago. New York City FC, some of their numbers this year. Lead the league in shots on goal. Third in goals scored this year with 38. They're second in the league in key passes. They're way up the ladder in terms of getting shots on target. 38% of their shots on target. That's fourth best in the league.
Man,
don't get me wrong. They are a good team. Clearly, by definition, they're the champions. You're right. But they're missing some important pieces, including keeping Parks, who's from right around here. And the point I'm about to make here is that some of those stats can be a little misleading, especially this year, because they play on such a tiny field. You just get more action around goals, so you're going to have, typically you get more goals in that stadium, more shots on goal. So, again, don't get me wrong, they're a good team, but we talk a lot about Tati Castellanos and all of his goals. He's leading the league right now. He also has 5 penalty kicks. And he's also about 3 below his expected goals. Last year he was about 3 below his expected goals. So you get a lot. The point is you get a lot of chances there. You have a better chance to be the Golden Boot winner there.
New York City FC has 9 penalty kicks attempted this year. No other team in the league has 6. They've converted on 7. So NYCFC has scored 7 PK goals this year, and no other team has even attempted. Any more than 6. Kind of coming together between Hara and Chanot.
The referee just said play.
Chanot's down for the 2nd time in the game. He's behind the play right now, just up to his feet, really favoring his right leg. Hebert with the goal. Magno. Andrade. Thiago Andrade cuts it back for Hebert to Fare. He clears it. Titus Magno will reach it.
When you go in for the cross, and it's just there's no hope.
Important step up by Morales with Ferreira close by and nearly intercepting that ball a moment ago.
It's interesting what Dallas is doing. Franco Jara starts central, then he tries to engage one of the center backs and drag him outside. And a lot of times it's been Chanot. Chanot already, he's limping, he's carrying a yellow card. So just keep your eye on that, because we know Jara's always looking to create contact.
Ball by Ferreira. Obrian couldn't take it down with a soft enough first touch.
Well, New York City still up 1-0.
The attacking curve by Nato. Justin Hack comes out to take away the space. Sabalang had a little trouble getting things sorted out, but now he's in the box, headed towards the byline. Puts in a good cross to the back post in the direction of Velasco. Tavon Gray able to steer it away for the back post. But then Velasco, nice ball played to Munjoma, and Munjoma darts towards the byline, still going. And a nice ball. New York City FC is able to make a play. Could have been Obrian with a tap-in situation like Hebert had a moment ago.
During all that, they had a player down inside the penalty area.
It's hot out there.
You fellas should have taken a salt tablet.
Thiago Andrade,
21-year-old from Brazil who has 4 goals this year. Although has been sitting at 4 goals for quite some time, hasn't scored since late April.
Watch the lower part of your screen here. You see number 8 jogging into the penalty area. It's great work there by Ziki and Sabalang. He's got 2 targets. Just can't quite connect. You see Andrade still at the bottom of the screen there. Just kind of sits down.
That ever happened to you guys when you like sneak and you wake up in the crowd?
Yeah.
You gotta walk around the room like
Oh, I'm able to.
It's the 2nd year in the league for Thiago Andrade. Had 4 goals last year to go along with the 4 that he has this year. But again, late April, the last time he scored. Just tuning in, Hebert had a goal about 6 minutes ago that accounts for the difference in the game. Giveaway between Munjoma and Martinez in the back. New York City pounced on it. And Hebert had an easy finish in the end.
Good news for FC Dallas is this score of goals a little while longer. They've got good options to bring off the bench tonight. We know Nico Estevez would prefer to be in a position where he's up a couple of goals and doesn't have to bring in guys like Paxton and Arriola. But he does have them available.
Nanu intercepted the throw in it. Obrian played the ball off Justin Hack. Nanu bounces. Cross received by Hara. Layoff to Velasco. Velasco shot is blocked.
They're trying to. They're struggling against
ultimately into traffic. Nicely done though by Sabalo to win that ball back.
Trying to cross in here and way over the goal.
And a header is driven over the top.
It will be a goal kick.
And it will be a goal kick for New York City FC.
Well, that's better stuff there from FC Dallas. Talking about Ziki and Sabalo getting stuck in and committed to that tackle. Ball bounces out right there to Nadu, and this is a whiz-bang cross. What a good hit there. Franco Hara arriving, but Chanot does just enough to make sure he doesn't have a clear shot.
Trying to go for a header like that, I mean, there's times where it just goes whichever way you want it. Or whichever way it decides.
With the goal surrendered earlier by FC Dallas, that'll be 10 straight games now without keeping a clean sheet. You have to go all the way back to the last time they won at home, May 7th against Seattle. That was during a 9-game unbeaten streak that FC Dallas had earlier in the season. Started in mid-March and went all the way to mid-May.
At least have a comfortable lead. That is, of course, if they know what they're doing. But then again,
Nadu looking for Ferreira. Sean Johnson off his line, read it all the way. Johnson rolled it forward to Acevedo. Hebert to Santi Rodriguez. And the attack at right wing back is Tavon Gray.
Nonetheless, still one
pressure. Sean Johnson.
New York
Big
City
ball down route
Dallas.
one by Johnson. To far right to Martinez and back to Martin Paz.
Any and all of New York City's offensive attacks where they kick it way out of the backfield and up to.
On 28 points, FC Dallas is sixth in the West. 7 wins, 7 draws, 5 losses this year. New York City FC with just 6 points out of the last 5 games. They're third in the East.
Brought to us by Michelob Ultra.
On the restart, Obrion darting through space.
That is beer, you're right.
Not pretty to clear by Thiago Martins.
Are you really going to go play golf?
In the middle of Santi Rodriguez.
Okay.
40th minute of a 1-0 game on a goal by Hebert for New York City FC. You can skip the line to the next home game and shop the FC Dallas Fan Shop for the comfort of your home or stadium seats during the match at fcdfanshop.com. Shop all the latest arrivals in Europe with a new FC Dallas jersey, tee, or scarf tonight.
That's right. This is our producers and our boss, Mr.
Mark, FC Dallas has done a pretty good job tonight of keeping New York mostly pinned in, keeping this sort of piecemeal lineup from being dangerous, but we've seen it a lot. Just at home especially, they play a solid game until they make 1 or 2 big mistakes, and they pay dearly for it.
We had a chat with Nico Estevez some time ago, Steve, after one particular training session. And it was in this recent stretch where they were starting to concede more goals, and we talked about some of the differences compared to earlier in the season. And one thing he said, to your point, was there were some defensive mistakes earlier in the season that they did not get punished for. They have been punished for defensive mistakes with a higher degree of frequency as of late.
I mean, I know he said that, and I don't want to disagree with it, but, you know, it was also a time when they were just very compact and just...
Good little run here by Nsabalang. He lifts the ball in the box. Hara is able to chip it. But chips it over.
Good run through the middle by Nsabalang. Well, just to finish what I was saying, if you remember, a big discussion point was that we didn't know if new goalkeeper Martin Paz, we thought he was pretty good, but we didn't know because he just didn't have enough to do. So, you know, maybe there were some mistakes. They weren't being punished, but they weren't making very many of them, and they weren't bad mistakes. Because there were times when Martin Paz just didn't have much to do, and it's because they really were concentrating on being nice and compact in the back and defending with 7 or 8 and not making those mistakes.
One player who certainly rebounded from a difficult performance, we talked about Nsabalang being subbed off in the first half last week. Nsabalang is a different player tonight. He's had 2 or 3 promising runs coming forward here in the last little bit. Hoping to talk to him tonight as the player walk-off interview at the end of the first half. O'Brien defending Tyler Magno. And Sabalang part of booting that ball wide where it's reached by New York City FC's Thiago Andrade. Now Justin Hack. Hack placing behind Acevedo. It's intercepted by Velasco. Velasco steaming forward.
Oh, no, wait. Yeah,
Chanel able to slow things down and clear it.
Perfect example, though. It's a bad giveaway in a bad part of the field. Velasco latches onto it. He's getting forward. They've got numbers. Ferreira's making a good diagonal run. I can see him over on the far side of the field. He's frustrated. And Velasco just takes a heavy touch, and the whole attack just sort of whimpers out.
The ref is wearing his.
And now they'll have to build up in more traditional fashion rather than do something off a counterattack when New York City FC had a bad giveaway.
Nico Esteves talked to us about that a couple of weeks ago. He said, we've just got to be more ruthless in those moments.
Nanu steps past Andrade. Nanu can hit a good cross. Delivers the ball in for the right-hand side. Chanel heads it away. Mujoma step over. Mujoma still going. Tavon Gray looks like he was the last one to touch it, so it will be a corner kick for FC Dallas. Their third one here in the final minutes of the first half.
I think Mujoma did well to earn a corner kick there, and good on him, but it looked like to me he was about to dribble right into a blind alley. He's got a guy over there he can combine with a little bit, or he can look for the early cross. I'm not sure he had a dribbling lane.
Velasco will play it quickly along the ground to Ferreira. Now back to Velasco, shooting angle taken away. Alfredo Morales stepped out. Morales defending him well and dispossesses him. Good work by Alfredo Morales. Was a hydration break, obviously, on another brutally hot day and night here in North Texas, so that means there will be a couple of minutes of stoppage time at the end of the half, which is approaching here directly. The communication we're receiving is that the tentative number will be 3 minutes, to be exact. Chanel steps up, holds it in the attacking third. Santi Rodriguez leaps for a header. Martinez steers one away. Hebert, the goal scorer, with a layoff to Acevedo. Nicolas Acevedo.
Two or three chances there. Dallas had to clear this ball and get possession. Couldn't do it.
New York City FC still has possession in a dangerous area. Although they've let FC Dallas off the hook a little bit here, willing to retreat. Even with the loose run of form, giving up a lot of goals.
New York City is up.
New York City FC went into play tonight, along with Philadelphia, as the two teams with the best goal differentials in the Eastern Conference. That's 16 for both Philadelphia and New York City FC as of midweek.
Yeah, you get that when you score a lot.
And they have scored a lot. 38 goals, as we discussed earlier, including 4 last week. First time any MLS team has had 3 penalty kicks in a game, and their 4-2 win over New England last Saturday afternoon.
Martin Manu had the ball 4 times in a row now. I believe Dallas has touched the ball. They can't connect that first pass.
Meanwhile, pass is connected here by NYCFC. Acevedo. Rodriguez. Saw the 4th official a moment ago show that indeed it is 3 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the first half.
Dallas defending nice and narrow. Those outside, those wing backs haven't really been able to get forward and hurt Dallas so far.
All the way back to
Dallas sort of conceding that space to guys like Thiago on the left and Gray on the right.
Away by Acevedo. And Sabalang had the intercept. O'Brien drills a ball into the box. Diving header to clear it by Morales.
Excellent beating.
It's a giveaway by Thiago Andrade, but Obrian returns the favor. Acevedo.
Come on,
Obrian just with mishit passes.
Score 4 more. Really embarrassing.
Again, Acevedo, this time from Santi Rodriguez.
And when that happens, Mark, giving the ball right back to the guys in blue shirt. Now you got to go defend again on a hot night. Dallas just has to value possession a little bit more.
They've had 43% in terms of their possession as we approach the end of the first half. Silas Magno. Magno carries it forward. Layoff here to Acevedo. Acevedo throw for goal, and he doesn't miss by much. Took a deflection on the way through. New York City FC will have a corner kick.
Dallas goalkeeper, I don't know who it is.
I didn't see the deflection, but I bet we'll get a good look at it here. Acevedo just doesn't get closed down quite quickly enough.
I would say probably
good job of getting out to it, and I think it eventually deflected off of Cerrillo.
Has not scored a goal in his time playing in 3 seasons for New York City FC. At least in regular season league play, hasn't scored a goal. Was tantalizingly close to one there. Just 1 assist for Acevedo in 53 league appearances. Rodriguez a corner kick. Goal for Acevedo. Quickly cleared by FC Dallas, and that's the last action of the first half.
No, that's going to be out on...
Well, and Sabalenka was busy in the first half.
Right now,
Yes,
got about a minute left
tackles,
of stoppage time in the first half.
good runs.
1-0 New York City.
But in the end, it was Hebert, because of a mistake at the back between Mujoma and Martinez. Hebert scores the only goal of the game. And we have reached the conclusion of the first 45 minutes with New York City FC in front.
Dallas,
so we're going to go ahead and take a small break.
It looks like right now the piecemeal lineup of New York City just a little bit better than the piecemeal lineup of FC Dallas, because Dallas has to value possession more, got to put more passes together. They've got to do a little bit more in terms of getting into the final third and being more dangerous in the final third, because right now, no shots on target at home. Not good.
Down on the field, Siki and Sabalenka joins us here on TXA 21 of the FCD TV network. Siki and Mark and Steve up on the booth. Thanks for talking to us. Let's start with your thoughts on the first 45 minutes. There were some good moments, but obviously you got punished for a defensive mistake. What was your perspective?
Yeah, I think when you play against a quality team like this, you need to be more patient, but when the moment is right, you need to take the space and attack them, because I think they lack defensive actions in transition, and also in build-up they get lazy and there's gaps in between. And for us, it's just a matter of concentration. I mean, we dominated much of the half, but then they get one chance. Like I said, it's a quality side, and they will punish us.
Siki, do you feel like you guys need to be a little bit better at making them pay for their mistakes?
Yeah, 100%. I think we are pressing very well. It's just that we need to connect those passes to make sure that we get the goal we need.
Siki, it's great to talk to you as always. We appreciate it, and good luck.
Thank you.
Siki and Sabalenka with us here on TXA 21 of the FCD TV network. That was homegrown goalkeeper Antonio Carrera before the game, lighting the shield here at Toyota Stadium. But unfortunately, it hasn't turned into an advantage at home so far. It's New York City in front, 1-0 after 45 minutes.
Gillette presents the Gillette Labs with Exfoliating Bar, a razor designed to take the hassle out of your routine for an effortless shave in one efficient stroke. The bar and the handle removes unseen dirt and debris that gets in the way of the blades, so nothing gets between you and a quick and easy shave. And you get it all with a lifetime warranty. Gillette, the best a man can get.
A Whopper for her, for him, and everybody? With creamy avocado spread, crispy bacon, seasoned tortilla strips, and spicy sauce, the Southwest Bacon Whopper makes any moment Whopper-worthy. The Southwest Bacon Whopper, only at Burger King.
Did you know you're supposed to twist the seasoning bottle, not shake it?
Twist it. Honey!
So then do you have to you said
honey, you twist it, don't shake it. TikTok taught me.
We have to be able to repair the enamel on a daily basis. With Pro Enamel Repair Toothpaste, we can help actively repair enamel in its weakened state. It's innovative. My go-to toothpaste is going to be Pro Enamel Repair.
We get it. A car, truck, or boat loan from Tinker Federal Credit Union can help you get back to the places and people you love. All with a great rate from the one you trust. You and TFCU.
Jake Gyllenhaal here just did a new workout only famous people know about. Now he's refueling with some eggs from plants. So while you're just discovering Pilates, celebrities like my man Jake are doing underwater jiu-jitsu or something like that and crushing plant-based protein to stay in superstar shape. Oh, look, it's time for his galactic robo night training. Those sexiest man awards don't win themselves, baby. Just egg. Really good eggs.
You never know what awaits on the world's grandest stage. Because here, the greatest city and the greatest fans fuel the greatest performances you'll ever see.
Lots of celebs in the house.
And the show-stopping action isn't confined to the court. So be more than a witness to the spectacular. Because here, you can be a part of it. How's that for an ending?
Give us the Derby. For the first time in Hollywood.
The most anticipated home run derby of all time.
Give us the T-Mobile Home Run Derby. Monday at 8 on ESPN.
Being bad has never felt so good.
May not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.
We welcome you back to Toyota Stadium, where it's a 1-0 lead for New York City FC over FC Dallas. You know, it's a lot of Texas Derby time right now. Dallas and Houston last Saturday, Dallas and Austin this upcoming Saturday, and last night a midweek game between Austin and Houston going down at Q2 Stadium in Austin. Here are the highlights, starting with a nice goal here early on by Houston's Coco Carrasquilla.
It's turning into a pretty miserable stretch for Houston, isn't it? Draw it home the other day, lost there, and then that's Diego Fagundes making it a little bit more miserable with a great free kick goal in the first half. That's the leveler.
Yeah, just 4 minutes after Carrasquilla has scored, and then good things happen for Austin in the second half. Driussi to Urruti.
It's July, and he's still scoring. That's a little bit of a rarity for Maxi Urruti. This is a great build-up. It's a great goal there. Back post header by Alex Ring. Getting forward. Midfielders running into the penalty area. How about that? Dallas needs more of that tonight.
Yeah, Ethan Finley delivered a really good ball. And former New York City FC player Alex Ring scores last night for Austin FC to complete a 3-1 win over Houston. Steve and I will be back with the first half highlights of FC Dallas and New York City FC after this.
I serve for the place I call home.
I serve to protect those around me.
I serve as an intelligence analyst.
I serve as a maintainer.
Because I like fixing things.
I serve because my dad did, and because his dad did too.
I serve to learn things I'd never learn in school. I serve as an airman in the Air National Guard.
The BK $5 Your Way meal is here to satisfy your cravings. Enjoy a savory Southwest Bacon Whopper Jr. with small fries, 4-piece crispy nuggets, and a small drink. The $5 Your Way meal with Southwest Bacon Whopper Jr. only at Burger King.
Introducing Welcome Unlimited from Verizon at our best price ever. Just $30 per line.
For real?
For real, Fran. $30.
Nice.
Keep your phone and we'll help you cover the cost to switch.
Easy peasy.
Just $30 a line. Only from Verizon.
Detect this. Living with HIV, I learned I could stay undetectable with fewer medicines. That's why I switched to Dovato.
Dovato is for some adults who are starting an HIV-1 treatment or replacing their current HIV-1 regimen.
Detect this. No other complete HIV pill uses fewer medicines to help keep you undetectable than Dovato.
Detect this. Most HIV pills contain 3 or 4 medicines. Dovato is as effective with just 2.
Research shows people who take HIV treatment as prescribed and get to and stay undetectable can no longer transmit HIV through sex. Don't take Dovato if you're allergic to its ingredients or if you take dofetilide. Taking Dovato with dofetilide can cause serious or life-threatening side effects. Hepatitis B can become harder to treat while on Dovato. Don't stop Dovato without talking to your doctor, as your hepatitis B may worsen or become life-threatening. Serious or life-threatening side effects can occur, including allergic reactions, lactic acid buildup, and liver problems. If you have a rash or other allergic reaction symptoms, stop Dovato and get medical help right away. Tell your doctor if you have kidney or liver problems, or if you are, may be, or plan to be pregnant. Dovato may harm your unborn baby. Use effective birth control while on Dovato. Do not breastfeed while taking Dovato. Most common side effects are headache, nausea, diarrhea, trouble sleeping, tiredness, and anxiety.
Detect this. I stay undetectable with fewer medicines. Ask your doctor about switching to Dovato.
MLS Heineken rivalry. Atlanta United versus Orlando City. New York Red Bulls versus New York.
Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. By Advocare. Find products for your health and wellness goals at advocare.com. By Texas Health Sports Medicine. If you leave it all on the field, we'll help you get it back. And by Chick-fil-A. We didn't invent the chicken, just a chicken sandwich. Shots from the National Soccer Hall of Fame at Toyota Stadium. Clint Dempsey was a 2022 inductee. New York City FC leads FC Dallas 1-0 with Steve Davis. I'm Mark Followell. Coverage tonight, of course, on TXA 21 and across the FCD TV network. And FC Dallas, who has not won at home since May 7th, finds themselves down after 45 minutes. As you reflect and look forward before we look at the highlights, Steve, what are you thinking?
I think they need a goal at home. It's been a while since we've seen one. They do have good options to bring off the bench at least. I suspect we'll see some of those pretty soon.
Well, they got punished for a mistake, and that's going to be the key thing you see here in the UMB Bank first half highlights. Giveaway in the back between Munjoma and Martinez, and Rodriguez and Hebert combined for the goal.
Yep, this is what we're talking about. Dallas needing to do a little bit more of. Punish teams for mistakes. Hebert there with the 29th minute goal. New York City punished FC Dallas.
FC Dallas had a couple of promising attacks. Well, work here towards the byline by Munjoma, but the cross is broken up by Martins.
Yeah, there's a good tackle there by Sabaling. Leads to a cross from Nadu on the right side. Frank O'Hara can't quite get high enough to direct that on target. No shots on target for FC Dallas yet.
Yeah, that unfortunately is part of what you'll see in the first half stats, which are brought to you by MoneyGram, the official money transfer partner of FC Dallas.
Well, you see there 5 shots for Dallas, but not on target. As we talked about, another one here. FC Dallas doesn't have as many passes in the final third as the visitors tonight, and a much lower percentage. So work in the final third just has to be better.
FC Dallas, a bottom half of the league team in terms of shot percentage. 34% of their shots this year on target. That's taking a hit with the 0 for 5 in the first 45 minutes tonight. We'll be back for the start of the second half right after this. Stay with us. New York City FC in front, 1-0.
Atlanta United.
I serve for the place I call home.
I serve to protect those around me.
I serve as an intelligence analyst.
Let's see.
I serve as a maintainer.
Because I like fixing
Northern
things.
Virginia.
I serve because my dad did, and because his dad did too.
I serve to learn things I'd never learned in school. I serve as an airman in the Air National Guard.
I think they would deserve U.S. I think they deserve one spoon no matter what happens.
The BK $5 Your Way meal is here to satisfy your cravings. Enjoy a savory Southwest Bacon Whopper Jr., small fries, 4-piece crispy nuggets, and a small drink. The $5 Your Way meal with Southwest Bacon Whopper Jr., only at Burger King.
Montreal.
Travel pillows? We've been wearing them the wrong way.
Shut up.
And they have more
You gotta share this with Rachel.
This is how we should swaddle her. Could have been doing that the whole time.
Here's how to fold a fitted sheet.
Period.
Did you know you're supposed to twist the seasoning bottle, not shake it?
Yeah, it would actually
Flamingos are born gray, not pink.
Nature's beautiful.
Western Conference,
This is how you do bone and chicken wings.
Well, right now, they San Antonio has 40 points.
Shake it.
What's
TikTok top.
Louisville, please. Lewis.
My name is Gary.
Pastel.
Josie, I have MS.
I have MS.
MS is what we have.
I take Ocrevus,
An infusion treatment that's 2 times a year.
For adults with relapsing or primary progressive forms of multiple sclerosis, Ocrevus is proven effective in reducing relapses in RMS and slowing disability progression in RMS and PPMS.
I thought it was great.
Don't take Ocrevus if you've had a life-threatening allergic reaction to it or have hepatitis B. Tell your doctor about vaccinations or if you've had Hep B, as it could come back. A common side effect of Ocrevus is infusion reactions, and some may require hospitalization. It can increase your risk of infections, which can be serious and may decrease certain types of immunoglobulins. While PML was not reported in clinical trials, it could happen. An increased risk of cancer, including breast cancer, may exist.
MS is what we have, not who we are.
Not who we are.
Not who we are. Ask if Ocrevus is right for you and join our community.
Want to keep it real?
So
Clairol nice and easy with true tone technology. Hair color full of natural looking tones and highlights unique to your hair. Nice and easy from Clairol. It's so you.
I really thought that this was going to be
MLS Heineken Rivalry Week is on ABC and ESPN.
We'll see what happens here. Dallas really could come out.
Atlanta United versus Orlando City. New York Red Bulls versus New York City FC.
Against your conference standings, took first. The Windsor World Casino Resort upcoming schedule, and it just seems like the league is so strong and deep this year that there's never a moment to catch your breath. Austin, Real Salt Lake, LA Galaxy, Seattle, Portland. It is a really rough road ahead for FC Dallas, whether or not they're playing at home or on the road between now and the 6th of August on that schedule.
Well, if you include the game tonight, Mark, this is starting a stretch of where 3 or 4 are at home. And I think you've got to get 6 points minimum during that stretch.
In the West,
we'll see what
here's
happens.
how it looks. FC Dallas is 5th right now. Austin FC leads the table right now in the West. But, it's really important to point this out that tonight, Real Salt Lake, they lost to Atlanta. Minnesota and Vancouver had a draw, so Minnesota only earns a point tonight. Minnesota, had a draw with Sporting Kansas City. Vancouver's draw was with FC Cincinnati. And I know that Vancouver's not in the top 7, but they're lurking just right outside. Steve, Colorado, they're not in the top 7, but they're lurking not too far outside. Orlando leads them tonight. So,
well, good news is Colorado's losing to Orlando. Bad news is Nashville is ahead late into the second half against Seattle. So that would vault Nashville up over Dallas if Dallas can't do something to reverse this deficit.
And that's a 1-0 lead for Nashville over Seattle. They still have another 17 minutes of normal time and stoppage time to play in that game at Geodis Park. But the matter to focus on now is here in Toyota Stadium, second half kickoff by New York City FC. Hebert, the first touch of the ball. He was, of course, the goal scorer in the 29th minute of tonight's game.
New York City FC with the ball.
Seeing as how desperately I think FC Dallas needs a win. They haven't won at home since May 7th. You just wonder how long Nicolas Tevez might wait to bring on some of these subs.
North side of
Marcus, I look at the basically 4 guys who are reserves tonight starting. I think Nanu's done well.
Here's Cerrillo doing well. Intercepts the ball. Carries it forward. Picks out a nice ball. It's chested down to the box by O'Brien. But then O'Brien can't collect it. Ferreira does. And Ferreira's shot is deflected. Ends up hitting the shield back behind the north end goal. And a corner kick is coming. O'Brien gets a great ball delivered to him here by Cerrillo.
Terrific job of doing just what we said. Punish a giveaway. Cerrillo turns it into instant offense. O'Brien just doesn't have a soft enough touch. We've seen it a couple of times tonight to bring that ball down and put himself in a shooting position.
One of these days, I'd like to have dinner side of that tower down there.
Good job, though, by Cerrillo. As I said, the midfielders for FC Dallas and 3 just have to get forward more, just like that.
On the 4th corner kick of the game for FC Dallas, Ferreira's delivery is drilled out by Thiago Martins. Alan Velasco reaches this for FC Dallas. And As always, a veritable font of information down on the sideline is Garrett Meltzer. Garrett, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Mark. I just spoke with the reputable Ben Cross of the FC Dallas coaching staff. He said there's a few things they want to see changed in the second half. First of all, getting more players into the box for crosses. We just saw it right there, actually.
Yeah, more players.
Second way, get people up in the field so they can break lines. We saw that from Seeking Sambling in the first half, but not a whole lot other than that. More players in the box as well. Defensively, they want to be more aggressive. Close those NYCFC players down quicker. Don't let them find that final pass. So keep an eye on that in the second half.
Well, Garrett, I thought it was very well timed in your report, talking about getting more players in the box for crosses, Steve. And as Garrett says that, a cross comes in to the right, and there were 4 FC Dallas targets in the box.
I think I was talking to somebody about this today, about Dallas not getting enough of those midfield runners, making those late runs into the penalty area. But I think what happened, Mark, is we saw some of that early, but as they started having more defensive issues, now you guys like Paxton, Pomykal, and Cervania or Siki, now they're being a little bit more protective. They're hanging back a little bit more. It's more of a defend first, and they do need to get a little bit more aggressive, especially right here, chasing the game at home.
Sean Johnson with Hara getting close, just sweeps it over to Maxime Chenon.
Oh, he pushed it down to the ref. See it.
That was a foul by Eddie Munjoma in his first start of the season and just his 3rd league appearance this year.
I think Tavon Gray, he bought himself one there because I think he takes a bad touch, feels the contact, just sort of goes down to his knees, throws his hands up, and Victor Rivas decided to make a call.
And Maxime Chenon restarts play.
Either that or he's found a bug. And if he finds a bug,
hasn't been a lot going on around goal for Martin Poss tonight. And then all of a sudden, in one fatal moment, FC Dallas and Poss gets punished with that giveaway along the back. Nothing really he could do in that particular case. Hebert had essentially a tap in on the combination with Santiago Rodriguez after the Munjoma Martinez giveaway that Tavon Gray was a part of. We just mentioned Gray's name a moment ago.
Somebody that's not bad.
Gray, a homegrown player for New York City FC. I think a few years ago, NYCFC and David Villa had a couple of goals in a game against FC Dallas. And Andrea Pirlo. Here's Nsabeling. Nsabeling still going. And Chenon able to tackle it off his feet. And then on the bill, Nsabeling is called for a foul. And that tactical foul will earn Siki Nsabeling a yellow card.
That's an interesting one because we said a while ago we saw a foul from Morales on Franco Jara, and I said it would have been a little soft if you're going to make that a tactical foul. And this one, it's just clumsy. I'm not quite sure that qualifies as stopping a promising attack, but Victor Rivas called it, and it's yellow card in the book for Siki Nsabeling.
What I was going to make a moment ago is I think about New York City FC coming into the league, and Pirlo and Villa and all those sorts of names, and now they're
Lampard.
Yeah, and if you look at the lineup tonight, and here is a ball given away to Ferreira. Johnson out of goal. Johnson recovers. Ferreira crosses it. Looking for home run. It ends up being booted out of play by New York City FC. A golden opportunity to punish New York City FC, and it does not happen.
You had the keeper who was out of
Oh, man, Sean Johnson.
Look at Ferreira. He knows he probably made the wrong decision there. And as he pounces on this ball, he gets by the defender. I know Sean Johnson is big, made himself big, but I think
it was New York
City. He's inside the 6. He's got to beat Sean Johnson. 2 national team players.
That was the best chance
face up to him and say, okay, it's me and you right here, and I'm going to beat you. Because I just don't think that's the right decision.
I was sitting there talking about young players now for New York City FC, and it's not about the big names, homegrown players, young players that they brought in from Uruguay and Brazil and places like that. And Justin Hack, one of those young players, the homegrown players, who gave that ball away and started what could have been a disaster for New York City FC, but it was not.
The entire difference in this game right now. is both teams have made one big defensive mistake. One team got punished for it, one team didn't.
So this is Thiago Martins. Martins is down. But not before he broke up that play with the Ferreira ball for Franco Jara.
He just got that left ankle, knee, something caught up underneath Franco Jara.
52nd minute of the game. Stoppage in play right now. New York City FC in front 1-0. Here's a word from Windstar.
Well, hey, if they're having an advertisement right now for a casino that's just north of the Red River in Oklahoma. But we have
a chance for FC Dallas to score on the run of play. Now, bear in mind, they haven't been playing a lot of home games as of late. There was also a break for the international window, but Paul Arriola's second half goal against Minnesota United on May 22nd is the last time they've had a goal in the run of play at home. Now, they did win the next week against Orlando. Then there was the break. The no-goal Steve against Vancouver.
Anybody in the comments section?
And then when they played on the 4th of July against Inter Miami, that was a 1-1 game, and the one goal was a direct free kick by Alan Velasco. There's Paul Arriola, by the way.
Dallas
All-star
right now warming up.
as of yesterday.
We will probably see some substitutes.
Right now, they've just got guys that aren't coming through at the moment.
The 60th or 65th minute.
Some reserves need to do a little bit more. Jesus Ferreira is having a good season. He's going to have a good season. He's a young player. You know, he might finish as a Golden Boot winner, but he did have a chance to wrap up that game the other day, one-on-one, down in Houston late.
Yeah, against Steve Clark.
And, you know, you just wonder, was that in his mind a little bit as he chose not to shoot against Sean Johnson just now?
Well, he looks okay.
Because in the end against Steve Clark last week, or the other night against Houston, he didn't beat Steve Clark on that one-on-one opportunity. Tried to shoot past him.
Uh-oh, here we go. New York City now playing off of it.
And off the restart of play, New York City FC quickly attacks down the left-hand side.
Out of a hat here. Come on.
Justin Hack combines with Tyler Magno. Santi Rodriguez out to the left-hand side, and a cross comes in, and Martin Pass reaches that cross from Thiago Andrade.
I'll tell you what, Mark, one of the things, you know, we've heard all of our lives in soccer, and the giveaway there is Dallas just can't get out of the back, sloppy in possession. We've heard that strikers have to have a short memory.
That's right.
Ferreira's going to get another chance tonight.
How soon will he have that chance?
That's true. I say he's going to get another chance. We don't know how long he's going to play tonight.
Could have a chance right now. Nanu's cross doesn't ever get in the vicinity of Ferreira because it's blocked by Justin Hack. Thiago Andrade to Tyler Magno. Nick Cushing was the manager for the Manchester City women before coming to New York City FC, where he was an assistant, and now is the interim head coach. The caretaker manager, as it's sometimes called. He's ready to make some changes. There are players up that would appear getting ready to come into the game in the not too distant future for New York City FC. No activity in the FC Dallas technical area makes a substitution seem imminent. Last year, 2 of them came against New York City FC. Just 1 goal this year, and the opener against Toronto, shooting for a second, and he forces the big hands of Sean Johnson to steer it away.
He had runners, but I don't really mind the shot.
Sean Johnson.
He's got a little bit of an angle. Just about snuck it past Sean Johnson at the near post.
Come back next.
Strong hands by Sean Johnson.
I mean,
able to lift it away.
They'll be here. They'll be back at Oklahoma.
And a chance 56 minutes into the game to equalize for FC Dallas.
And then all the
does not
teams are going to go play in that Canadian
get finished in the
league,
end.
get pumped up to MLS.
Cross by Jesus Ferreira.
that's only
Shut
if
up,
I'm
don't
able
ruin
to.
it for me.
Well,
Now we've seen
then they
back
need to give me
crosses
all of
tonight.
Harold
One from
Hampton.
Njoma, that one from Ferreira. Saw one just a minute ago from Nanu.
Oklahoma City's
Available subs tonight for FC Dallas, by the way. We've talked about some of the options that FC Dallas has. Attacking or defending. Matt Hedges, Paxton Pomacall, Paul Arriola, among the notable names that are available to come into the game as a sub tonight. Tafari dispossesses and starts the attack. Quickly moved by Hara. Obrion's cross. Blocked by Martins. Ball stayed in play, and New York City FC's Justin Hack goes to ground and plays it out for a throw-in.
Brought to you by Tire. Dallas with the ball. Thrown in with possession. They're still full from their stake.
Ball by Tafari.
What do you think?
Handled by Alfredo Morales.
New York doing what I said Dallas had done pretty well a while ago, which is just defending narrow. Telling Dallas you're going to have to go around the outside, and right now the crosses aren't coming in with enough quality to hurt in what's even those areas. There's another chance though.
Skillet or something.
Cerrillo plays it out to Nanu.
FC Dallas might have something.
Now Nanu lifts that cross in at the back post over Hara and over Velasco. And remember, we have seen this happen in other games this season, Steve, and we had a conversation after one of them where FC Dallas had a lot of crosses and they didn't create a lot of really good goal-scoring opportunities or shots on goal off the crosses. And Nico told us, we've got to be patient. Sometimes we get in these positions to cross and we rush the cross. We don't make good decisions and we're too impatient.
Well, if you're going to do that, then you got to make sure that your bread is really.
Well, 19 of them right now for FC Dallas, and not enough have come of them. And I have to say, some of them weren't necessarily rushed. They just weren't good crosses.
Here's in Sabalenka. Sabalenka trying to work free from Justin Hack. And he does a nice job at Sabalenka. Run still going. Finds Obrion. Overlap from Nanu. Before he can reach it. Sees that ball played back behind for a corner kick.
Such great work by Nsiki, and Sabalenka completely collapses the defense. And then Obrion and Nanu just can't combine over there inside the penalty area to get anything going.
Because it's so hot.
If an equalizer is scored for FC Dallas tonight, it would be a deserved result for Nsiki and Sabalenka to be part of it.
All right, come on.
Scoring, assisting, whatever. Here's Ferreira. Out swinging corner. Big header out by Thiago Martins. And 4 FC Dallas players just watch as this ball is picked up on the counterattack by Santiago Rodriguez.
Just thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
4 against 1.
Tyler's Magno now for New York City FC.
All sorts of guys that are running downfield now.
Good collapse by Dallas, but New York City, they got
Rodriguez out on the left-hand side. Playing centrally.
where to stick it in.
Magno lays it off for Justin Hack. Back into the feet of Magno. Cerrillo closes down Magno. Lifted into the box by Santi Rodriguez. Picked up by Paz. Post a photo of you and your friends enjoying the game tonight. Tag us at FC Dallas on your favorite social media platform and use the hashtag FCD Sweepstakes for your chance to win autographed FC Dallas swag from your favorite players. More details are at fcdallas.com/sweepstakes.
New York City not really doing any better than Dallas at going right through the middle against that big barbed wire hornet's nest that Dallas created there. The difference is right now they don't have to. They've got the lead.
FC Dallas with possession going down the side.
And that activity that is spotted down in the technical area for New York City FC doesn't look like any sort of substitution is in the offing for NYCFC, but we do hear there is one about to occur for Dallas.
The score is still
Paul Arriola in the not too distant future will be coming into the game. For whom is the question?
Pass, it connects.
Going to be Ferreira.
New York City with possession of the ball. Referee didn't come out the way.
Both teams right now just trying to poke balls right through that drawn-in compact defending.
What are you doing down here?
That's where they have to be a little bit more patient, have a little bit more movement, try to unsettle the back line a little bit. Maybe a few more runs in behind. Look to drop something over and not just go straight through.
Sean Johnson
is the owner of a fine sausage company. Yes, Sean Johnson, right?
Sent forward by
I don't
Chanel.
know how we would feel about this.
A lot of pushing going on there.
That could have, it did not, could have turned out pretty rough for Jose Martinez.
Back in, Dallas's ball.
In the end, it ended up being a foul on Rodriguez for New York City FC. A second ball got thrown onto the field that was just dealt with by Nkosi Tafari behind the play as FC Dallas builds up.
Yes.
Creeping forward is Ferreira, then knocks the ball into space to Nanu.
Come on, New York City.
Nanu will drive it across. And Hart goes for the bicycle kick. And got a high boot on it. A defender for New York City FC.
One issue for FC Dallas right now is Ferreira's having to drop way back to help get the offense going. But then that gives him one less runner. You see him arriving late there. Franco O'Hara does attempt a bicycle. I think he pulled out of that one a little bit, but you try that sidewinder of the bicycle, and if there's a defender in the area, you're almost always going to get that foul called.
And the defender in the area then was Nicolas Acevedo. Here's Martinez under a little bit of pressure from Hebert, picks out Tafari.
Possession of the ball, Dallas passing it way downfield.
That was kind of
out on Dallas.
That was kind of a wild kick.
It was a wild series of plays right there. It's really starting to kind of, I've noticed here in the last maybe 5 minutes or so, ever since that injury with the gentleman.
Nice little skill check by Magno, then a quick ball played out into space by Hebert to Thiago Andrade. Nanu steps out to defend, but Andrade got it on his right foot. Really scuffed it.
It didn't even go out the back end. I have an FC Dallas throw. Ooh, that was a good throw in. Good little pass.
Ball by Ferreira.
Doing
good
so.
Knockdown header. Justin Hack will get a play in Hebert.
Dallas keeper now is going to throw it to one of his own players. On the right hand side. Nicolo
Ariola's up.
Responsibility, how's this rewards?
And it looks like this is going to be the moment that Paul will be headed into the game.
They have to cover a 2.5 goal difference. Dallas is favored. Or that person has bet on Dallas to win. That one. That person was go Dallas.
Nelda Amundsen is getting ready to go in for New York City FC, by the way. So that's going to be a change for them.
They want New York City.
I see Pomacall getting ready to go in down in the FC Dallas technical area as well. Nanu with a cross. Overhits it.
Dallas.
A lot of off-target crosses tonight. Add that one to the list.
They might have to lose. And I hope that doesn't happen. I'm not even very sure what the line is. It seems like it's
Gilman. It's Ferreira. Switching ball was intercepted by Thiago Andrade.
66th minute.
Possession recovered by Nanu.
NYCFC 1, Dallas 0.
Centrally, Jader Obrian. Ferreira trying to play through Alan Velasco, and Tavon Gray big enough to bump Velasco off the path of his run, and Sean Johnson quick enough reacting off his line to reach the ball.
Yeah, but I like Ferreira playing deeper right now. As long as they can keep getting enough numbers forward, he's really sort of getting him through the midfield and into the attacking third. Slightly more dangerous places, at least. It's working better than the crosses from the outside.
Foul sends Tylus Magna to ground. So the first sub is going to be indicated here for New York City FC with Amundsen going in. 24-year-old from Denmark. Amundsen in for Thiago Andrade. And here you see the double change coming for FC Dallas. First 2 subs of the night. Paul Ariola, Alan Velasco. Change of wingers. And a change in midfield. Paxton Pomacall for Siki and Sabaleng. Well, what I mentioned a moment ago won't materialize in terms of it would feel really good for Nzabalang, who had a difficult game on Saturday. He got subbed out in the first half. He's played well tonight. Would have been nice to see him involved in an equalizer given how well he's played on balance in this game. Not to say that there hasn't been it hasn't been a perfect game by any stretch, but certainly he's played very well.
A lot of money down here in
He goes out, Palma calls in.
They want all these Dallas guys to come up here and gamble.
And again, Ariola in for Velasco.
Dallas is mounting a pretty good attack right now.
So both of those changes for FC Dallas will give 23 minutes of fresh legs from Palmacall and Ariola.
Every time they get down there, not much materializes.
Ariola had a stretch earlier this year that won him MLS Player of the Month honors in May. Scored 6 goals in 5 games. Had a goal in 5 straight.
New York City.
And ended that stretch with 2 in a game against Orlando, the last time that FC Dallas won a game. Palmacall, as we noted in tonight's pregame show, had started every game this year for FC Dallas before a well-earned night where he was not in the starting 11. Not that you would like to see him out there from a quality perspective, but from a load management perspective, just had to give the guy a night where he didn't start. Ujoma's cross curling towards Sean Johnson and handled by the U.S. international, who's made 10 appearances for the United States national team. Most valuable player of MLS Cup last year when New York City FC was crowned champions of the league. A couple of PK stops in the shootout after it was 1-1 following 120 minutes. Giveaway by New York City FC. Obrian squares it. Franco Jara, couple of touches. Back to Obrian, and the flag has come up. Obrian is offside.
And one more time, giveaway in the midfield. Dallas just can't do enough to take advantage. Obrian does a pretty good job of getting forward immediately, playing the ball back, finding a dangerous player, then just standing off sides. It's just soccer 101. And then Jara honestly should see that Obrian's offside, so sort of hand off the blame about 50-50 on that one.
You know, one of the interesting things about the league now with VAR, and when we get to that point in a minute, here's Paxton Palmacall, beats Justin Hack. Got possession for FC Dallas. Wide to Jara, first time cross coming in. Headed by Ferreira, brilliant save by Johnson, diving to his left. Jesus Ferreira, a whisker away from equalizing the game in the 70th minute. Another cross comes in from Jara. Ferreira again the target.
Well, that's the best 2 crosses we've seen tonight. Maybe they stick Franco Jara out on the right side if they're going to give all that space up. New York City, that is. Maybe he's the one that needs to hit the cross, because that first one right there, it's a good cross. Yeah, good cross, good header, good save.
The way Dallas is playing,
and then the next cross was put into a pretty dangerous spot too.
Point I was going to make a minute ago, because of VAR and letting play continue, you know, some defenders still do it, but defenders have sort of gotten out of the habit of just automatically raising your arm up in the air when they think a play is offside, because you never know. And now assistant referees and referees that we talked about are trained to allow the play to continue. That one a moment ago, like this one right here, by the way, the one with Obrian a moment ago was so bad that I saw 5 players in New York City FC, Steve, put their hand in the air. He was so far offside.
I'm pretty sure the AR over there didn't need that. He's about 3 steps offside, and he's offside again. Look, it's hot. I mean, was it 100 at kickoff?
100 at kickoff, yeah.
You know, and I get it. You know, we talked about it. Your cognitive abilities do decline as you get physically, spent. But Obrian just got to stay onside twice in a row now. He kills possessions by just being behind the last defender. When you're wide like that as well, you're looking straight across the line. You shouldn't have any problem knowing where you are.
Well, they've got a little over 20 minutes to score one.
They haven't given up.
But Palmacall has provided some energy coming into the game, and Ariola almost won it. Went to ground against Tavon Gray, but Chanel along the back line able to clean things up for New York City FC. Justin Hack. He's had some up and down moments in this game for New York City FC.
Excellent passing for New York
Switching
City
ball by Hebert. He scored the goal in the 29th minute of the game. He was trying to find Amundsen or Rodriguez. Was an intercept by FC Dallas.
Oh, man.
And now they have it back. Pomacall had to absorb a really big challenge. Surreal and defeated Ferreira. Ferreira trying to return it to Surreal. Surreal working hard in midfield. Gray working hard out on the right side of the pitch for New York City FC. And Ariola is the player called for the foul. Well, we were told to expect that Gabriel Pereira would be an important player off the bench tonight for New York City FC, and he goes in. Hebert has the goal tonight, and Gabriel Pereira goes into the game. Andres Jason goes into the game for Nicolas Acevedo. These are changes number 2 and 3 for New York City FC. Second sub window.
Dallas right now losing to New York City 1-0.
Really? Read their sleeve sponsor. It says Dude Wipes.
Plays restarted by Tavon Gray.
What? Damn it, Kitty, stop.
Having a little bit of difficulty figuring out why Nanu just let that ball roll out. Let New York get organized around him.
This is brought to you by
That's what happened.
And then, gave it away on the throw-in. Santi Rodriguez. Rodriguez intercepted the throw-in, and Rodriguez to Tyler Magno. And in the end, New York City FC couldn't get it done to the box, and FC Dallas clears it.
With a pretty good offensive.
That was a suboptimal moment.
New AI dating disrupted
FC Dallas'
industry.
perspective.
And again, maybe it's nothing more than it's just dog hot, and maybe he just wanted a little bit of an extra 10 seconds to catch his breath.
Greetings, everyone watching from.
What the hell's going on?
You haven't won in 2 months at home.
You know, it's one thing.
You got to keep the pace up. You just got to lay it all out there.
That's okay with us. We're completely fine with that. Now there's people going over there promising scintillating.
Martinez to Pomacall. Paxton carries it forward. Combines with O'Brien. Across from Paxton in the direction of Paul Ariola at the back post.
No, it's not like, you know, that movie.
Steered away by Santi Rodriguez.
Yeah, it's not that kind of sex spot. Dallas still trying to fight this game.
Yeah, here we are, 75th minute right now. Still no change in the score. 1-0 New York City is lead.
You remember in Jackass?
In the 75th minute of the game.
That's how
a little teeter totter.
Yeah, they have this teeter totter.
Ferreira.
Margera was such a
He loses possession.
Uh-oh.
Counterattack here for New York City FC.
Come on.
The sub who just came into the game reaches it out on the right side.
Come on.
And Ferreira looked like he was about to shoot with the left foot. Popped up into the box here by Rodriguez. Tafari goes to ground, and finally a whistle has been blown by Victor Rivas, and the foul is against New York City FC.
One got kicked in the face, and the other one is an FC Dallas player that is trying to protect.
Tafari down. Rodriguez was down. Hydration break. And coming out of the hydration break, it is going to be sense of urgency time for FC Dallas. Looking for an equalizer in a game they have been trailing since the 29th minutes.
Well, I know FC Dallas has some, they've gotten their best attackers on, their best attackers off the bench on Pomacall and Ariola, but now you wonder, should they just bring some fresh legs in maybe?
Well, New York City FC, we mentioned that they are the defending league champions. You got to go back to early December. They played on the road against Portland Timbers, and we could show you highlights from that cold December day in Portland.
And not the best moment there from Goalkeeper Steve Clark, and this one gets by goalkeeper Sean Johnson.
I mean, that goal, Sebastian Moore's goal, was at the death, basically. That was 94th minute of the game. But then Sean Johnson in the shootout, Steve. New York City FC 4-2 in the shootout, and Ronnie Dyla and NYCFC lifting MLS Cup last December.
All I see are a bunch of long sleeves, man. And it's making me wistful for that kind of weather. Ronnie Dyla after the game, you remember?
Yeah.
Stripped down.
To his underwear. That's right.
To his underwear.
Which was
did push-ups right on the field.
A bet he made with the team.
It was.
Yep. And he
honored the bet.
He sure did. Hydration break here in the second half with New York City FC leading FC Dallas 1-0. It's a good result from the FC Dallas perspective, from the table perspective. Atlanta beating Real Salt Lake tonight. 2-1 was the final in that game. That's a good result. Minnesota didn't come away with 3 points in a game against Sporting Kansas City.
Up in Minnesota, up in St. Paul.
Nashville jumps over FC Dallas.
But that's okay, because, you know, if you can kind of keep Seattle down there in that 7-8 spot where they've sort of hung around for a little while.
Let's see, around the league right now.
But you know what? None of it matters, Mark. If FC Dallas can't start winning at home.
You've got to win.
Scoring goals at home.
We have a bunch of games going on today, actually.
Yeah, it's a busy Wednesday.
It's interesting that Jesus Ferreira is still out there, because, you know, Nico Estevez told us he sort of wanted to keep him just to 60 minutes. You know, we talked about how Jesus went to Nico and said, I really want to play. I know you're thinking about resting me, but I want to play in this one.
All right. Cincinnati, Vancouver.
And he certainly wants to play Saturday night against Austin FC.
Of course.
Chicago defeats Toronto.
Don't forget, Austin's going to have one extra day of rest because they played last night.
Conceded an early goal and then scored 3 straight to win 3-1 against Houston.
It was a 2-2 draw.
Martinez, big switching ball. Amundsen heads it away.
Philadelphia defeats Inter Miami 2-1. Nashville defeats Seattle Sounders 1-0. And right now, the game that you're currently watching in the 79th minute is New York City FC over.
Look at the history of FC Dallas and New York City FC. Draws are the most frequent result.
Again, Orlando
6
City
meetings in the past, 4 games.
And San Jose
have ended in draws. FC Dallas had a win in 2015 at home. And New York City had a win at Yankee Stadium against FC Dallas when David Villa had a brace in 2018.
So,
early season win.
Right now, both of our favorite teams are currently
game
winning.
Notable for the fact that David Villa scored his 400th professional goal in that particular game against FC Dallas.
And Simmons just kicked it way out of bounds.
Yeah, it is still. I mean, it looks like Dallas actually has a pretty good.
Well, going into the night, you wouldn't have wanted to draw if you're FC Dallas, but at this stage, for a 5th draw to happen in all-time meetings between FC Dallas and New York City FC would be okay.
I don't know if this is going to work that way.
Given that the home team has been trailing now for over 50 minutes of the game.
80th minute, New York City
just
still
one bad moment in the back, and Santi Rodriguez pounced on it and slid a ball to Hebert for a tap-in goal.
Well, that's half the story, but even with a rebuilt back line, Dallas still only has 1 shot on goal officially. I thought they had 2.
Let's see if it works.
Maybe O'Brien's
I don't know.
Well, we still
shot from the bad angle wasn't counted.
Yeah, that looked like a shot on goal, but Pereira certainly had one, and O'Hara is going for one, but it's blocked here after Tafari had sent the ball in, and a foul's been called here against Frank O'Hara.
Frank O'Hara getting called for the foul, and so having a talk with Victor Rivas, but it looked to me like he jumped into the defender, so.
Wait, man, they sure are pumping the living hell out of it.
Jumped into Chanel.
Yeah, Chanel straight up there.
You know, I mean, it's not Dallas.
O'Hara will turn 34 on Friday.
All right.
Starting tonight for just the 3rd time this season.
Okay. All right, Sean Johnson's going to be kicking it out.
So they're still attacking Dallas out of that same basic, it's a 4-2-4 shape when they attack. It's Cerrillo and Paxton Pomykal now in the middle. Hara and Jesus Ferreira, striker, Ariola left. Obrion still running the right
Dallas
side.
this season, 9 goals in the final 15 minutes. That is a bad stat for us New York City fans.
And at this point, New York City,
if they like to score
who came out
late,
in a 3-4-3, has essentially gone to 5 at the back to defend.
I hope they've got some fresh legs.
They need that other goal for an insurance policy.
Yeah, they were.
Ferreira won it back. Magno for one of those 5 in the back. Andres Jason.
It's the difference between 3 points and just carrying over 1.
Lifted forward by Alfredo Morales.
Right.
Morales again. Then moved forward by Gray. Jason.
3 points in the bag. All the just believe it. Oh my God.
No moments under pressure right now for New York City FC. Run still going here for Alfredo Morales. And finally it fizzles out with a foul.
Mark, I think Imo Tomasi and Matt Hedges are about to come in for FC Dallas.
He was laughing about it. He found this very...
If nothing else, Hedges gives you a target. If you win a corner kick or a free kick here in the last 8 minutes of the game. And whatever stoppage time is coming. There's been a couple of injuries. There's been a hydration break.
I believe Flamengo defeated Corinthians.
Certainly won't be anything like the 10 minutes, which turned into 14 minutes the other night in Houston. But there should be a decent number. Still a few minutes away from that, though.
Well, we haven't had as much of the crazy.
No.
We haven't had any of the crazy. So disallowed goals and showers of bottles from misbehaving fans, and
in the top flight of
that really scary injury to Marco Farfan.
Yeah, I think it's in the second.
Ball by Martinez. Headed down by Hara. To the feet of Paul Arriola. Arriola tripped up right on the edge of the area.
I think Paul was looking for that one.
84th minute right now. New York
City FC this year, a team that leads all of Major League Soccer easily. And penalty kick attempts, 9 PKs this year. On the other end, they have not conceded a single PK. But they do concede a free kick here with a foul. And as the foul occurs, you'll get a target in the box going into the game. Matt Hedges has gone in, and Imo Tomasi is going to go in. Nanu and Manjoma will go out. Second sub window, changes number 3 and 4 for Nico Estevez at FC Dallas.
He certainly wanted to get Matt Hedges in before this free kick opportunity.
Yep, immediately will position himself as a target. He had his first goal of the season last week against Houston. Matt Hedges coming on tonight for his 299th MLS regular season appearance.
Well, we've seen home teams against FC Dallas come back and erase deficits. See if FC Dallas can do it to them now.
Arriola ready to deliver. And a good ball from Paul into the box.
Yeah, New York
Head down as far as Ferreira. Ferreira will go for goal, but just way too much traffic. Chanel, the player who blocked it. First touch for Imo Tomasi, who just came on as a sub. Tomasi drills a ball that ricochets off Martinez. Pamacall up to the challenge before Tylus Magno could reach it and start a counterattack. Ball lifted forward by Ferreira. Into the path of Obrion. Obrion trying to cross, blocked by Chanel, corner kick. And so now you have Hedges, who just came in as a target, as we noted a little bit ago.
And you still have Tafari in there.
'86th minute of the game. Jesus Ferreira with the corner kick delivery. Will play it short. Pamacall back to Ferreira. Get the back line moving, and the ball is sent in and then flicked wide. Ferreira's cross is played wide by Jose Martinez. And because it went off the inboards and hit the back of the net, I think a lot of people thought that might have gone in, but it does not.
Oh, that's a well-designed rehearse sequence there. Ferreira doing a good job of picking out Martinez at the near post, and Martinez wants to put his left foot on it, and he does. He just can't direct it into goal. He directed it near goal.
It was near goal, just unfortunately not in goal.
They don't count those.
Would have been his first 18 appearances last year, 17 starts this year, and Jose Martinez does not have a goal scored for FC Dallas as part of as an option on corner kicks and free kicks. Corner kicks in that particular case, as you just saw.
Well, Mark, I won't paint an overly optimistic picture here, but I will say, and I know you know this, Dallas went into the 87th minute earlier this year, down a goal to Houston.
That's right, and came back and won. Sabaling equalized, and Quinion won it.
Now they've got to be real good to do that.
And remember that Quinion, Cervania, Farfan all suspended tonight. Here's Tumasi, a curling cross right to Sean Johnson. Farfan, of course, also injured as well in concussion protocol after what happened, the frightening collision with Martin Paz late in the game on Saturday night.
Mark, that time I would say Emma Tomasi's cross, not quite defined enough, but a little better than some of them we've seen tonight.
I'm probably rooting for Dallas.
Wasn't bad.
I think Dallas is riding the hot streak right now.
Ball by Cerrillo. Was looking for Tomasi on a run in behind.
I don't know. I didn't.
Andres Jason headed it away.
I kind of went.
Recovered by Ariola, carried centrally by Pomacall.
No, they're still
back to 29-year-old Jose Martinez.
I'm thinking there's going to be about 5 minutes to
Tumasi slips the ball, looking for a diagonal run from Ariola. Last touch was by New York City FC, so quickly FC Dallas sets up for the corner kick. Thought Ariola was going to kind of what Houston did the other night, take it really quickly. Quintero took a quick corner, and then Hector Herrera sent a ball into the box that ultimately led to Houston's first goal.
They need more of that. Runs in behind, just like Ariola did to create that corner kick.
Ariola's delivery coming forward to punch is Sean Johnson. It's going to fall for O'Brien. And O'Brien from 12 yards away sends it what feels like 112 yards over.
Story tonight for FC Dallas. Not enough quality in the final third. Still, one shot on target. Officially.
Out of what is now 11 shots in the game.
Right now that matches the season low for FC Dallas. Just one shot on target earlier this year against Chicago.
That was a goalless draw on the road.
Yeah, in bad weather.
Yep. A raw, cold day as the Windy City, even in early April, earned its nickname.
Yeah, but even then, you know, they got a decent result. 0-0 that day.
Cerrillo into Ferreira. Chanel breaks up the play. Herrera forward to Tyler Magno. Santi Rodriguez. Ball into space. Herrera. 4 goals this season. He's had 2 in their last 3 games. Herrera had a goal against New England last week and had 1 in that 4-4 game in late June between New York City FC and FC Cincinnati. We'll know here in the next few seconds how much stoppage time. The minimum of stoppage time that will be tacked on in 7 minutes. And the ball at the feet of number 7, Paul Ariola, but he lost it.
Well, they're still trying to combine down the middle. There's just a lot of bodies in there.
Pomacall across. Lunging header by Tavon Gray in front of O'Brien.
That is plenty of time.
Between the hydration break. Thiago Martins was down for quite a while, injured. That's where the 7 minutes comes from. Other players have gone down cramping here in the second half, understandably, on another sweltering hot night, which has been the norm for what feels like mind-numbing perpetuity as of late. Rodriguez with some theatrics. There's a coming together with Tafari, but obviously not as bad as he made it seem.
Cats up in the air. Cats up in the air.
Ariola is ready to cross, but play stops because...
Oh, fight.
Oh, wait, we got a fight going on.
Is that Andres Jason? Or I'm sorry, that's Alfredo Morales and Ferreira.
Oh, come on, man.
I wasn't even paying attention to this.
Sorry. I didn't mean to make that.
And now there's a New York City FC player. There's been a foul that was called. We've seen Victor Rivas call fouls away from the play a number of times tonight. He's called one here. Then you saw the nose-to-nose, and now you see Rodriguez going down here cramping.
We have a New York City FC player. Looks like he's ran this stretched out. Waiting for play to get back in.
Although everyone here questions the severity of the cramps, as I'm sure you heard the boos that came down after he went down.
I think Victor Rivas was questioning it too.
It seemed like he was, wasn't he?
Oh, wait, here we go.
Gideon Zalalem, the sub coming in for New York City FC. And the final change for FC Dallas will be Vinny Rečić, the homegrown player, making just his second appearance for FC Dallas, second league appearance. He played their 2 Open Cup games earlier this year as well. Zalalem's in for Santi Rodriguez, who just was the player that went down cramping.
Zalalem's coming in for Rodriguez.
And Rečić, the 19-year-old homegrown player, goes in for Javier Obrian. Free kick here with about 3 minutes of the minimum of 7 minutes of stoppage time having been played. Along the ground to Ariola, and Ariola couldn't reach it. It goes out of play for a goal kick.
You were offside and it was out.
That is most unfortunate.
Well, with about 4 or 5 minutes still to go, you start thinking it's mostly just about desire and guts and just try to just grind it out and find a goal some way, but you have to give yourself a chance. And you can't do things like that. You hear like the old Manchester United teams would say, just provide a chance to score. Just give us a chance to score.
Time-wasting yellow card here for Sean Johnson.
You're not wasting time, man. You gotta make all the stoppage go, but you can't waste too much. You can't just sit there and stare at the ball.
Martinez wins the header off the goal kick by Sean Johnson. Hedges chasing. DeMartin Paz. Is there at least one chance left in this game for FC Dallas? Maybe a couple.
But at the same time,
trying to switch the ball, but they need to be quicker about it. It needs to be in 2 or 3 touches and not 3 or 4.
There's the switch by Martinez. The ball hangs up for Amundsen to reach it. Heads it out.
I'll take what I can take.
Yeah, how many times have we gone to a game, like an energy game?
In by Tafari to Hedges. FC Dallas in danger of a 3rd home loss in the last few weeks. Tafari carries the ball in and crosses it, and it's just behind Franco Jara.
There's the game in a snapshot. Get into a pretty good spot.
It always feels like
can't make enough with it in the final third.
Yeah, because typically they're a pretty good team. Never does it. But they did, I think it was when we played Sacramento that we got that.
Again, FC Dallas in possession. New York City FC lost it right off the throw-in. Vinny Rečić. Tafari did well to get forward in the attack a moment ago. Now plays it to Rečić, the 19-year-old homegrown. Sends a nice ball into the box. Going to sail out here for a goal kick, though.
I think he's trying to sell headbutt, but I didn't see a whole lot of contact.
And Franco Jara just got booked.
Was it in the...
Seemed like that Victor Rivas was communicating maybe with the 4th official.
I believe so.
about whatever it is that occurred that led to the yellow card here for Franco Hart.
We got about another minute left to go in stoppage. It is now currently
early in the second half. New York City FC had a bad giveaway. Justin Hack. Sean Johnson was out of goal for a split second. FC Dallas couldn't capitalize on that opportunity. Ferreira crossed it. Thiago Martin stepped in front of Franco Hart. And that was one of the best goal-scoring chances. And I just bring it up because in a lot of ways it mirrors how New York City FC scored the goal. Giveaway in the back. 29th minute. Rodriguez crossed it and Hebert tapped it in.
That's just absolutely outrageous.
And ball in the box to Martinez.
He couldn't have been looking.
Off that corner kick earlier. Martinez right there at the near post couldn't score. There had been chances. Still might be one left here in the final moments of the game. Got to do it right here, right now. Pomacall crosses.
Anything with these crosses.
And a swing and a miss. That's it. It's over. It's over. Stoppage. Come on. It's over.
Ferreira's going to reach it out wide.
Blow the
I think
whistle.
Victor Rivas will let this attack come out to its conclusion. And its conclusion is a goal by Kosi Tatai, who's a couple of feet away from an at-the-death equalizer for FC Dallas at home. That may have been the final opportunity.
Mark, one of our keys to the game. We said Dallas has to be better inside the 18s. And there it is.
That was a long shot by FC Dallas.
Have to put those on target.
It was over to the right a little more. That may have been a Dallas goal. Yeah,
as soon as I saw it go out. Yeah.
It's over 7 minutes.
Sean Johnson restarts play.
Still playing? Aren't we done?
All eyes on Victor Rivas.
Come on.
They should be blowing the whistle.
Remember, there was a player who went down.
Go tweet.
Santiago Rodriguez for New York City FC after stoppage time had begun. So perhaps that's why the extra time has been added on. Remember, it's a minimum of 7 minutes, and it reaches 8. And that's as far as it will reach.
That's it.
It's a win for New York City FC.
Victorious.
FC Dallas made one bad mistake, and they were punished for it. And because of it,
1-0.
They will lead this match completely empty-handed. Final scoreline at Toyota Stadium. New York City FC 1, FC Dallas nothing.
NYCFC, IYFC,
the problem, goals have really dried up at home. Talked about it. Goals from open play have really dried up at home.
No.
Smaller picture is you've just got to be better in the final third.
Michelob Ultra, man of the match, a guy who worked really hard and played so much better tonight than what happened on Saturday in Houston. Ziki and Sabalang, see what he did tonight in 67 minutes of action.
Some big tackles in the midfield. He got him going, and we see here he collapsed the defense a couple of times.
Let's see.
Just can't connect on that final ball, though.
2 in a row. New York City win.
See him there, the frustration. A lot of frustration all around for FC Dallas tonight.
28 points is where FC Dallas remains. 7 wins, 7 draws. Now 6 losses with tonight's result. And Sean Johnson in goal for New York City FC made what ended up being tonight's Vizeta defensive play of the game. Johnson was called into action in the second half a couple of times, and he was able to make some important saves, Steve.
Well, we said that Franco Jara's pair of crosses in close order there were probably the 2 best ones, and this one, Jesus Ferreira gets hold of it. But you see what happens when you get a quality cross, you get a shot on target. Crossing just wasn't good enough tonight. That was one of the good ones. And a good save, good response by Sean Johnson.
As you just saw,
New York City FC with just their second win since Nick Cushing took over as the outgoing manager, Ronnie Dylan. It's a 1-0 victory tonight over New York City FC because of the goal scored by that last person you saw on the screen, Hebert. We'll be back for a final word after this.
Yeah, let's see what the USL scores are right now. I don't think we got to see them.
No, we just looked at the standings. Schedule standings.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That's great. Tulsa lost.
That's always nice to see.
Bunch of goofballs. Here, yeah, I go down.
Saturday, Sunday. What is today? Today's Wednesday.
Hey, Sunday. No,
Is it the 13th? Yes, it is. All right. For the USL Championship, we had Miami taking on Charleston.
Oh, I'm hoping Charleston wins this one. They need to win, damn it. Ever since they redesigned their crest, it's just not the same.
There we go. And
oh, for crying out loud.
The Miami FC has defeated Charleston 1-0. And New Mexico United, good job defeating those birds.
Curse.
The cursed birds. 2-1. It's always nice seeing Tulsa suffer and in pain. They just have a repeat of every season.
And it was on the road in Tulsa. Oh God.
No, it was. Yeah, they were at home in One Oak.
We defend the state.
Yeah.
Morons.
Yeah, good job.
Whatever.
Assholes.
Dicks.
Yeah. Tulsa sucks. Don't ever support anything that Tulsa is.
Anyways.
All right, well, I think that was it. I think that was the deal.
I think a lot of people just won or lost a bunch of money. But yes, this evening.
Yep, I think some people lost some money. Well, there's always next time.
There is.
There's always next time.
All right. It looks like we're going to go ahead and get out of here.
We're going to go hop on a plane that is going to hop onto an even bigger plane, and we're going to fly to Coconut Island.
That sounds like fun.
Yes. And you should all come find Coconut Isle. They have the island. They have those big iguanas that swim.
The water lizards.
The water lizards.
All right.
All right, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Live long and prosper.
Or not.
And, of course, go City.
No. Go Energy. Go Energy, yeah. Brother BKL says, great stream, fellas. We appreciate it. We appreciate you coming in, commenting, and all the Brazilians gambling.
Yeah, of course. We always love them.
I don't think everyone wants some money, but there's always next time. Take it easy, brother BKL. Sportertainment guy. Sportertainment.
I like that name.
Yeah, Sportertainment. All right. Later, everyone. Have a good evening or morning or whatever time it is.
Take it